Hey guys, sorry, it's like super blurry. Hold on. Don't know. You know what? Sorry, I've got to go. So, I wanted to do a video today, and I just want. There we go. Autofocus. I've got two commuters. Well, not two commuters. I think I've got two gymmers coming at me. Well, good morning. It is Monday. I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but it's Monday right now. So I wanted to just do a video to recap my weekend. We had a big weekend, y'all. It is super hot and toasty in here, so I'm gonna turn the air on. Except my stupid car. My car's not stupid. I love my car. I adore my car. It's just having a little bit of an issue with the serpentine belt that needs to be tightened, and haven't done it yet. Also, you kind of have to be driving a little bit more before I can really turn the air on, so hopefully once I get on a main thoroughfare, we won't have this issue anymore. I look like a hot mess today. I'm barely wearing a stitch of makeup, but I just, you know, my son didn't have summer camp this morning. He finished, ooh, I don't think Mama brought her shades. He finished summer camp last Friday, or this past Friday, so he is, oh, I don't have any shades. What did I do with my sunglasses? This is a problem. Ooh, it's gonna be super bright, and I'm gonna be super cranky because I don't have anything to protect my eyes. I am very light sensitive. Sorry, I'm just waiting for traffic to pass anyway. So I've got a Bible. I have a Bible because when my you guys, I found them. Oh, sweet. I'm very excited. What was I talking about? The Bible? Oh yeah, the Bible. In my bag. It was given to us by a pastor friend of ours because he came to visit a loved one of ours while they were in the hospital. Okay, so recap my weekend. It was a big old weekend, y'all. Big old weekend. So Friday night, I went to my friend's going away happy hour because she is moving all the way across the country to start a new life with her new man, who is just as sweet as he can be. He's like one of these really mellow characters. He's just like mellow AF. Love him. He's super sweet. I could just totally tell she was like totally in love for like real love for like the first time in her life, and I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing. So I'm gonna try to turn the air on again, y'all. It's super hot. And I have no gas. Oh, this should be interesting. I think I can make it to work. I think I'm gonna have to fill it before I come home. So I might have to do that at lunchtime. So they're moving all the way across the country, start a new life. I'm super stoked, super excited for them. So I stayed out that night, and I didn't drink just because I was, well, number one, I was driving, and I didn't really want to, I wanted to stay out as long as I possibly could, but it was one of those situations where, you know, I had dinner, although my dinner consisted of cheese fries, because they were out of hamburger buns, which, how are you going to run a burger place and be out of hamburger buns? Anyway, that's not really the point. The point of the story is that I went to a happy hour. It was a lot of fun, and then I came home, and when I came home, I was hurting. I was hurting because of the fact that I ate chili cheese. I didn't eat chili cheese fries. I just had cheese fries. Cheese fries with bacon and ranch and ketchup, and they were really good. And when I came home, I was having a really bad liver flare. So, you know, my go-to is usually doing the apple cider vinegar and water trick. But I was just so tired, I just drank a ton of water and tried to sleep it off, because Saturday we had a big day. So Saturday, I woke up early, I took a shower, got all our stuff together because we were going to an adaptive water sports event for my child. And it's all the way out where my parents live, which is in, you know, down, I don't know if it's like further, well, I guess it would be considered further south. It's down out where a lot of Civil War battles happen, so it's out down that way. And so it was a great event, so much fun. My son kayaked, and we went on boat rides, and they did tubing, and he did skiing, and all of this is adaptable, like for special needs children, regardless of what their special need is. If you have autism, if you have CP, if you're wheelchair bound, if you have any type of special need, they make it really really inclusive. So anybody anywhere that has any type of like a differently abled person can participate. So much kudos to them. Love the area, love the event. We're definitely going to go again next year. So Sunday was supposed to be just our catch-up day, go to the grocery store, chill out, just relax. Well, for some reason, and I don't know why, my son never asks this. Never, ever, ever in a million years. He doesn't like to go grocery store shopping, so when he asks, I'm usually taken aback. So he said, "Can I go to the grocery store with you?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, Mom, let's go to the grocery store." I'm like, "Okay." Here's the thing. I know my son hates grocery store shopping. He hates grocery shopping unless there's something in it for him. So in this particular, I gotta fix my camera, guys, sorry. So in this particular situation, I said, "So you want to go to the grocery store? What do you want?" He's like, "Well, I just want to make sure you get lunch." I was like, "Well, of course I'm going to get lunch. I'm not going to make you starve." And he goes, "Well, you're not?" I was like, "No." And he goes, "Well, will you get me what I want for lunch?" I was like, "Well, what do you want?" He goes, "Oh, well, I don't know." I was like, child. I love my child. He's so funny. So I was like, "Sure, I'll take you. You can come with me." Now, here's the thing about going grocery store shopping with somebody on the spectrum is this. We, as people who are neurotypical and typically abled, we can definitely do that thing where you just kind of, reestablish focus. The thing is, if you are on the spectrum, and if depending on where you land on the spectrum, all of the stimulation from a grocery store can just really overwhelm them. So when I go into a grocery store, if it smells weird, I can usually just kind of ignore it. It doesn't really make that big of a deal to me. However, if my son goes into a grocery store, he smells everything. He smells everything. He's overwhelmed by the sounds, by the smells, by the environment, and just all the stimulation in a grocery store just really kind of sends him batty. Now, when I say batty, I don't mean he goes completely crazy. I just mean it takes him longer to adjust to being in the store. Now, don't get me wrong. There are going to be days where he's just like, I can't do it. But he won't tell me that. He'll just be like, he'll just kind of hum and be overstimulated. So when my son gets overstimulated, he just really he rocks back and forth, and he hums really loud, and he's not doing it to be annoying. He's doing it because that is his way of dealing with what is happening around him. It's like, it's too much stimulation. It's too much for him to, deal with. And he's just trying to make himself comfortable. And the way he makes himself comfortable in the situation is viewed by other people who don't understand it. I guess people think that he's trying to make other people uncomfortable, when really he's just trying to make himself feel better. And excuse me. So when he voluntarily asks to go with me, I don't know what I'm in for. So I said, "Okay, well, I have to go to 2 different grocery stores today. Are you going to be able to handle that?" And he was like, "Yes, I'm ready." I was like, okay. So my husband said, "You know what? I'll go too, because, just to, there's always safety in numbers when you take our son to the grocery store. Really, if you take him to any store, it's just good to make sure that both of us are there. Just because if it gets overwhelming, we just need to make sure he can get out and take a break and just be okay, and just, reconvene and regroup, as it were." So we go to the first grocery store, get everything we need, and right when we get to where the drinks are, he starts getting a little overwhelmed, and I can tell because he starts going, and he does this for some reason. I don't know if this is whatever. This is what I've noticed with my child. It's like when he starts to get overwhelmed and he looks like he's getting ready to have a meltdown, he'll do this. He'll like just scrunch his face and do this with his hand. I don't really know what this is about, but he brings his hand up to his face and just goes, and that's when I'm just like, okay, are you okay? Do we need to leave? And he's like, no, I'm okay. I'm brave. I can do this. I'm brave. I'm a peaceful lion. I was like, okay. And I said, okay, well, what drinks do you want? Do you want a fruit punch or do you want a grape drink? And he goes, neither. I was like, oh, okay. And he goes, I want lemonade. I was like, oh, okay. I hadn't got lemonade in a while because he hasn't drunk it in a while, so I guess he was missing it. So I got that, and I realized we were walking further down the aisle. He goes, Mom. I'm like, yes, I'm right here. I can hear you. What's up? He's like, Mommy, I really need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, okay. And so his dad was right there. And so his dad took him to the bathroom, and he came back, and he was like, Mom, I think we need to go. I'm like, okay, do we need to go home? Because I still had another store to go to. He's like, no, we just need to get out of the store. I'm done. I was like, okay, not a problem. So we checked out, got everything in the car, and so I asked before we left, I said, listen, we have one other store we need to go to. Can you make it through that store, or should we just go home? I can drop you and Dad off, and I'll just go to the second store by myself. And he goes, no, I can do it. I'm brave. I'm a peaceful lion. I can do it. And I was like, you just want to make sure you can do it, so you make sure I get the food you want for lunch. He's like, yes. It's like, okay, let's go. So we get to the second store, and it was actually quite good. He was quite good. And I don't know if it was just the aromas or whatever it was about the second store. He didn't have as difficult an issue with the stimulation in that store. I think it might be because the second store is, for lack of a better term, it's a little bit more spacious. So the aisles are a little bit bigger, and you don't run the risk of like running into people as bad. And also the layout is something that I think he's more comfortable with, because it makes sense to him, because that's the store we shop at most of the time. So we got through that, we got home, he had lunch, he was a happy camper, and he was just chill for the rest of the night. And he was so excited because for dinner we got to have breadsticks. He loves garlic bread in any shape, so that's what we did Sunday. And so that's basically my weekend. Now I'm on to work this morning. I did not want to get up today, you guys. I did not want to get up today at all. I stayed up late last night, and this is my own fault, but my husband started watching a program that we both got involved in. So really this is his fault for me not wanting to get up. And my dog's fault. My dog is super cozy. Like, he likes to get under the sheets and put his butt right up in my face, which apparently I'm learning is, something that all dogs do. So, well, my dog is super little. He's only like, he's like a Chihuahua mixed with a mini Husky. He's so cute though. He's so cute. And so he likes to get down underneath the covers, put his butt in my face. So I always have to roll over to the side. So then his butt is up in my face, but once I roll over to the side, he scooches down so that his nose can be right up my butt. And I'm like, okay, if you want to smell butt, go right ahead. Ooh, what is happening? Something is happening. I don't know what it is. I smell something weird in my car. I don't know if I need gas or what the issue is. Okay. Well, luckily there is a battalion chief behind me, so that helps things. Anyway, I guess this is where I leave you, because I think something's happening that I need to take care of. All right, peace out. Thanks, guys. Peace out. Love yourselves with each other. Bye.